Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world, let's talk some boxing. So we're going to look at the greatest, Muhammad Ali. First of all, anybody who knows me knows I'm not against Muhammad Ali in any way, shape, or form. I'm not trying to hate on the guy or anything like that. When we talk about the greatest, Ali is the greatest. And I want to talk about his attributes, just in case people don't get it. I absolutely agree with these things. First and foremost, Muhammad Ali is the only heavyweight in the history of heavyweights to move the way he does on his toes. And his timing is so good that he's able to counter his opponents at times when they least expect it, dropping them. We saw Ali at his greatest when he knocked out Sonny Liston with a punch Liston never saw and was never able to brace. In the era that Ali was in, heavyweights were seen as big, strong, come-forward fighters who would bang, flat-footed. Ali broke all notions of those things by moving on his toes, constantly having great foot movement, fighting on the outside, and landing every single shot you could think of in the book, from left and right uppercuts, check hooks, overhand rights, pull counters, left hooks to the head. He wasn't the greatest body puncher, but he definitely caught you up top. The man used trash talk to get into your head. Ali was cerebral. He boxed you with the skill of an elite athlete. His reflexes were superb, such that Bruce Lee borrowed from his boxing style and incorporated it into his style of martial art. Ali was a great judger of distance, generally speaking, once he could see it in his peripheral vision. He did not use the traditional method of defense, but used he would have his hands at his side and he would pull back, riding a punch or moving out the way of a punch. So when we talk about Muhammad Ali, we're talking about someone different to all other athletes that ever came. Ali took stands against the war. His license was removed. Ali declared what his name was and recalled himself a name. He joined the Nation of Islam, which at the time was considered militant by some folk. Ali went around the world after the initial hate and people trying to say, "Who are you?" and "You're upstart." People started to be won over by Ali as they started to listen to what he was saying. After his loss to Frazier, a lot of the world started falling behind Ali. Ali went into every country. He fought in every fights all over the world. To this day, the name Muhammad Ali is one in which a lot of people know, even if they're not, or they don't follow boxing, or they don't even know about boxing. Muhammad Ali, in the ring, as I said before, was a great entertainer. Outside the ring, a great entertainer. Muhammad Ali would use humor to bring forth deep moral points and views. And the interviews with Muhammad Ali were always interesting. Intellectually interesting as well as entertaining. He said, "I'm not like other athletes. I'm not like Joe Frazier who will tell you what is happening in a fight. I'm going to talk on things, make sense." So Ali supersedes boxing. When you say Muhammad Ali, that name stands out amongst all the other names. Let's not even talk about his level of opposition. The great fighters of his era, of which there are at least 10 of them. So when I talk about Muhammad Ali, and I say, yes, undeniably he's the greatest, but he's not the best ever, then you have to ask me, what do you mean by that? But if you mix up the greatest with the best ever, then you can't understand what I'm saying. That's it for me. You guys have a great day.